Welcome to the start of tonight's matchup. Happy Friday, everyone, as these two teams face off for the third time on the girls' side. The boys' side will face off for the second time this season. Colgan's got the best of Galena both times by a large margin of victory. It's a tall task at hand tonight for the Bulldogs. Before we continue this pregame show, wanted to let you know it's presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital and Orthopedics in Galena, an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs right here in Southeast Kansas with all private rooms and spa-like surroundings. Learn more at mercy.net or call 620-783-1732. So, what a game we got for this doubleheader tonight, Cole. Couldn't get any better on a Friday. We're going to start off with these Galena Bulldogs taking on a very good Colgan team that Galena is certainly the underdogs in this game, and it would be I'll just be looking for them to stay competitive in this game and really see how they're going to deal with the pressure Colgan puts on you, and they shoot the ball so well. And Lily Brown, we saw her in the tournament and broke a couple records, and Galena's seen her a couple times this season. But it's a tough task at hand for these Bulldogs tonight, as Galena comes into this one at 4-11 this game, and Colgan still undefeated, 15-0 this season. They had a close one last Friday night against Girard. They barely came out and won 48-46. Me and Cole were sitting down there in between the break between Galena and Commerce, and we were kind of watching that game, and it came down to some free throws, and Colgan wasn't able to make those free throws late in the game, but ultimately there was only 1.4 seconds on the clock. Girard played them really close in that game, so it shows they are a beatable team, and they're as good as a 2A team as you're going to see in the state of Kansas with Lily Brown and Jakayla Davis, their top two players. We'll see how the Bulldogs slow them down tonight. With that being said, we'll take our first commercial timeout. When we come back, we have about 3 minutes till tip-off. Sorry about the late start, but we'll get some keys to the game and starting lineups to you. Tip-off following shortly after that. All coming up next on your home of Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four States area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have two convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your phone started today at J. Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do?
Well, we're back a little too early, but we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance here and get this pregame finished up.
Thank you for this day and numerous blessings you have given to each one of us. Bless those gathered here to protect all who participate in tonight's contest. Help us to be willing to share our time, talents, and treasure with God and our neighbor. We recognize and pray for those who have defended our country and those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. And we remember them in our silence. Even priests of Ray, long live the Christ, Our Lady of Lords, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
All right, so welcome back into the pregame show as we're just about set to get underway. We're going to get to the starting lineup, starting off with the St. Mary's Colgan Panthers. Senior number 4, Lily Brown. Senior number 10, Polona Kalan. Junior number 11, Mariah Harris. Junior number 22, Laney Meek. Sophomore number 23, Jakayla Davis, coached by Abby Farabi for the St. Mary's Colgan Panthers. And for your Galena Bulldogs, coached by Zach Shockey. Junior number 2, Riley Boyce. Senior number 3, Arista Sturgis. Sophomore number 12, Morgan Strong. Freshman number 15, Wesleyan Russell. And freshman number 21, Riley Meyer. As that's how your Bulldogs will line up against the Panthers tonight. Galena set to face off against the undefeated Colgan Panthers. For Galena tonight, it's certainly a tough task they have at hand. And they're going to have to try and slow this game down as much as they can. And almost have close to 0 turnovers. The height that Colgan has is something Galena can't match. So that's going to require multiple bodies in the paint tonight, rebounding and double teaming on Lily Brown. Colgan can also knock the three-pointer down. We saw it last game. These two teams played. Jakayla Davis, I think she knocked down some kind of record, 8 or 9 threes in that game for a Tony DeBray Classic record. So you know that they got shooters on the outside and some players in the post that can make things happen. So we'll see how this game starts out and really set the tone of the first quarter. Kind of dictates how the whole game could go sometimes. Some teams come out flat, some teams come out on fire, and that can just lead to an upward trajectory the last 3 quarters of the game. But we're set to get underway here from Pittsburgh, Kansas, St. Mary's Colgan High School. These two teams set to face off the third time. Colgan in the white and blue, Galena in the navy blue and gray jerseys tonight. So Lily Brown will face off against Wesleyan Russell. Colgan wins the tip-off into the hands of Jacayla Davis. 3 players spaced along the perimeter for the Panthers. Kick to the wing. Nothing there. And Jacayla Davis on the wing loses her dribble. Now down low, turnaround shot. Lily Brown is up and in. Very good. 20 seconds into the game, gets her first basket, and they force a steal on the press. Jacayla Davis gets that basket to fall. 2 quick points in 30 seconds, and that's the tone just talking about. Galena able to break the press this time as Colgan's not going to allow him in the paint much. Morgan Strongtree is good to have an answer on the first actual possession for Galena, and it's 4-3. Jacayla Davis handles the point for the Panthers. In the hands of Lady Meek, now Jacayla Davis. Cross court pass down low. Lily Brown shot up and good. And the foul. Go to the line and have a chance at a 3-point play. Free throw's good. Just like that, this Panther team can score in a hurry. Finds Strong wide open to break the press. Now to Riley Myers. She loses it out of bounds. Galena had numbers on that fast break. 2-on-1. Just couldn't handle the ball, and we'll give it back to the Panthers. 7-3 early lead. Minute and a half gone by in this game. Top of the key is Colgan. Now Harris down low to Brown. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound. That's Harris. Her shot is put back and fouled. So that's the second foul, team foul of the game for Galena. That's a first on Morgan Strong. Harris can't get the first of 2 to go. Important to box out here and don't allow a second chance opportunity. Gets that one to go. 1-2 that time from the line. Ball was inbounded to Russell. Nearly falls down. Now loses her dribble. Timeout called. Coach Shockey will call a timeout there. The first timeout of the game. 6:19 left to play in the first quarter. Early 8-3 Panther lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your home of Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
Sorry about that. A little late getting back, but kind of caught us surprise. Didn't miss anything, though. It was a turnover by Colgan. Galena controls possession. 8-3. Panthers lead it. The sub made by the Panthers and the Bulldogs. Dakota Bennett checks in the game for Arista Sturgis. Boys thought about it. now loses her dribble into the hands of Wesleyan Russell. On Tuesday against Frontenac, we saw Riley Boyce. She didn't have her best game with her that day. I think she finished with 7 points, one of the lower scoring games we've seen out of her this season. They're going to need her to be involved tonight and be aggressive. This Panther team does not let people into the paint easy, and they like to do things like that, but a shot like that is going to be a must for these Bulldogs tonight, as Galena now has 2 threes to start this game. Ball in the paint to Brown as 2 Panthers run into each other and go out of bounds to turn it over to the Bulldogs. But like I was saying back last possession for Galena, Riley Boyce was slowed down. The Bulldogs got to get her going tonight, you would think, Cole. And the Panthers aren't going to give it to her easy in the paint. But she's going to have to fight for every little point tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, Cooper, just breaking the press is really the big thing for this game. And converting almost any offensive possession that they get, just trying to match points, because defense is going to be a struggle all game with the height difference and just...
Right. It's a very lanky Colgan team. They're quick, and they got some size to go with that. So when you match up against a team like that, sometimes it's hard to match up with. And there you go. The perimeter shooting, Kayla Davis knocks it down. Makes it a 5-point Colgan Panther lead.
Yeah, not only do they have to try to defend in the paint with Lily Brown, they also have to worry about Jakayla Davis. She broke the Liberty record for the most amount of threes scored in a single game, and so she could definitely knock them down, and they got to try to guard the perimeter as well. So just defense all around is tough, but so far on offense, Galena's looked pretty good.
Yeah, last possession they had an open look in the corner to Sturgis, just couldn't knock it down, but that'll happen. Those will hurt. Lily Brown with the layup at the other end makes it a 13-6 Panther lead. Panthers backing off the press this possession. They also made a sub, or nope. They did not. They still got the same 5 on the floor as they started the game. Strong, same spot. Can't get it to go this time. Knocked one down from there couple minutes ago for the Bulldogs. That one left short. Brown rebound. Jump stop. Shot good. And a 9-point Panther lead. 3 minutes and a little bit extra time and change left to play in the first quarter here in game 1 of the doubleheader. That pass is stolen. Delaney Meek has a free pass at the other end and will lay it up and in. And we got a timeout on the floor. It's 17-6. Panthers lead it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena. Locally owned and rooted in our community, Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at fourstatespharmacy.com.
So welcome back as Galena calls her second timeout of the half. Make a sub as Megan Fields will check in the game for Morgan Strong. So Fields, Russell, Sturgis, Meyer, and Boyce, the 5 on the court for your Bulldogs right now. Try and find my pencil. Got a foul called. It'll be on the ground, so Galena will inbounds from the baseline. Blocking foul and 2 shots on the way. Riley Boyce will shoot 2. First one a little bit too strong. Second one's good. 1-2 from the line. That time, Bulldogs now trail by 10. Getting late in the first quarter. Colgan with it. Now down low. It's red and stolen away. Weston Russell jumps in and steals the ball to force a Colgan turnover. High pass thrown out of bounds. And will be last touch by Galena. Looked like it could have been tipped, but nothing, not a conclusive enough to call it Galena ball. So Panther ball. Bring two new subs in. Jacayla Davis, now Meek, and Imhoff. 3 on the way. Jacayla Davis is off. Sturgis chases down the rebound, and Galena takes it the other way. That shot no good. Panthers back with the ball. 4 people spaced along the perimeter. That's Harris, gets cut off by Fields. Pass back up top, open look, left wing 3 on the way, and it's good. Lauren O'Brien knocks it down. The Panthers are getting shots to go from everywhere on this floor right now, and that gives them a 13-point lead here. A big first quarter by the Panthers, as we've seen them scoring bunches, and that's what they've done so far in this first quarter. Galena hasn't had any way to slow them down. Now we get a blocking foul, so inbound from the baseline for the Bulldogs. Boys cut off, now jump stop shot. 3, rattles around, can't get to go. Fields, offensive rebound. Feeds it down low to Russell. Nice pump fake, and Boyce will be fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. This will be her second trip to the line tonight. Gets it to go. Boyce responsible for 5 of the 8 Galena points tonight, as we're under a minute to play in this first quarter. Colgan's gotten off to a hot start. Galena's done a good job drawing fouls. That was Boyce's second trip to the line. She's 3 of 4 tonight. 20-9 Panthers. Galena in a zone. 3-2 zone. So O'Brien now into the hands of Colgan. She's cut off. Kick. 3 on the way. Imhoff left short. Ball batted around. Rebound in the hands of Russell. And now Galena can look to hold for the last possession and put some points on the board. Riley Boyce will direct traffic from the top of the key. Cut off in the paint. That's a shot. It's up and good, and they'll count the basket. What a shot to end the quarter by Riley Boyce. She has had a good first quarter. 8 points, first quarter points for Riley Boyce, gives the Bulldogs able to cut the deficit down to 9. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action here on your home of Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports.
For
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back here as we begin the second quarter. Galena finished the first quarter on a 4-0 run and cut their deficit to 9. We'll start the second quarter with the same 5 as they started the game with. Pass down low is going to be stolen away, ends up in the hands of Colgan. Now Lily Brown. Fast break, Euro step, layup good through the lane, and ends the 4-0 Galena scoring run. Riley Boys has it, driving, cut off. The pass a little bit high, but able to be corralled by Meyer. Corner, Sturgis thought about it. Now jump stop, shot was no good. Might have been a little contact. Not enough. Davis with some steam ahead. Layup is good. So Colgan out in transition for quick points, getting out and running the floor. Gives them back a 13-point lead here at the start of the second quarter. Ball was poked free, but able to be maintained by Rista Sturgis, and we got a travel called. Kayla Davis handled the point. Harris, Colgan, Brown, and Davis, Meek, the 5 in the game for the Panthers. Brown gets that to fall. Boyce, Sturgis, Russell, Strong, and Meyer, 5 in the game for your Bulldogs. That was nearly stolen. Now a foul. So Galena will inbound here from the Colgan sideline. Colgan bench, I should say. Colgan starting this quarter on a 6-0 run. Strong thought about it, nearly traveled. Floaters left short into the hands of Colgan. Galena defense quick to get back. Find Davis in the corner. Her 3, high arcing rebound grabbed by Brown, and has an easy putback as she just towers over all the other players out there. And I don't know, it's she rebounds it right there above her head, and then it's an instant putback. So when she's down in the paint looking to get offensive rebounds, it's a tough task to slow that down. Good passing by the Bulldogs. Riley Boyce 3 off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Meek. Now Davis up top. Pass down low to Harris. Her shot in the lane is effing good. And a 10-0 Colgan run as they've started this quarter with some momentum. Can feel it building in the gym right now. Come from in the paint, 3-point, transition. It's come from multiple different places, but Galena hasn't scored a point in a little over 3 minutes and able to retain possession there. In the hands of Riley Meyer, loses her dribble. Now we got a blocking foul called on Delaney Meek. So that's going to be the second foul on Laney Meek and the second team foul on Colgan this quarter. Galena with 0 team fouls this quarter. Sturgis loses her dribble. Kick to the corner, open look. Boyce hits off the top of the backboard and a rebound by the Panthers. Looking to push. Throw it a little too far ahead and get it back to Galena. So a sub made for Colgan. They bring Kyla Osborne in, and looks like Mariah Harris will take a seat. Pass down low. Brown's there to steal it. Right wing, 3 on the way. Emhoff's 3 is no good. Long rebound out to Osborne, and Colgan will reset things. Davis has it on the wing. Jump stop shot is no good. Brown gets the rebound and gets fouled on the putback. I was called against Arista Sturgis, her first personal, team foul number 1 of the quarter. As we're more than halfway done with the second quarter, make sure and stick around for the Farmers Insurance halftime show. Mariah Harris will check back in for Lily Brown, and Riley Meyer will come in for Morgan Strong for your Bulldogs. 31-11 Colgan Panther lead. 3 minutes and some change left to play until halftime. Galena hasn't been able to get much momentum this quarter. Colgan on a 11-0 lead run. Pass down low. It's turned over. They give it back to the Panthers. Osborne thought about it. Now it'll be Imhoff. Davis in the lane. Running jump shot, or layup, I should say, is good. Boyce guarded closely by Osborne. Now Sturgis has it guarded by O'Brien. 3, Riley Meyer. All right. Is off. Megan Fields will check back into the game for Dakota Bennett. Osborne free throw line jump shot's good. And Colgan quickly blown this thing wide open. What was a 9-point Colgan lead is now a 24-point Colgan lead. Galena's been held scoreless this second quarter. And there's a turnover. Osborne takes it away from Sturgis, and that's the 8th Galena turnover. There's a block, though. Fields able to get back in transition and reject that shot. Good job getting back. Riley Meyer will take a seat, and Morgan Strong will check in. Osborne 3 on the way, high rebound, and Lily Brown falls to the ground. So we're going to call this foul on Morgan Strong, her second personal foul. But honestly, that isn't a bad foul because it seems like every time she gets that rebound, it's an automatic layup. So you're trading a foul for an automatic layup. Lily Brown, Zeke, can't get it to fall there. Galena will take it the other way. Riley Boyce had 8 first quarter points. Galena as a team hasn't gotten any points this quarter. They turned the ball over a lot. There's another turnover, back-to-back possessions, and that's Kalan with a layup at the other end. Kalan is one of 2 seniors on this team. Wow, so yeah, there's a lot of juniors on this team. Brown and Kalan are the only 2 seniors. Pass is tipped, but into the hands of Fields. Now Boyce. Pass up top, Sturgis straightaway 3. Nope. Rebound, Mariah Harris. And Panthers are looking to push into the hands of Brown. And Sturgis going to be called for the foul, going up to try and block Lily Brown. That'll be the 3rd team foul and the 2nd foul on Arista Sturgis this game. Free throws good, so commanding first half by these Panthers, Cole. Galena still held scoreless. They were only down 9 in that first quarter, but these turnovers have eaten them up, really.
Yeah, and this is the kind of game like we were talking about earlier, Cooper, where it's just you gotta score on the offensive possessions and you gotta try to prevent the turnovers. You just gotta go score for them because defense is gonna be really tough with the talent that Colgan has on the 3-point line and in the post. Lily Brown just kind of gets every rebound and puts it back up. It's almost an automatic foul or, hope for the best and miss put back attempt.
And this is a team, if you're Galena, you got to play almost perfect against to knock them off, being undefeated. It's not easy to knock an undefeated team off, especially at home. As we reach halftime, 38-11, your score. The Panthers lead it. When we come back, we'll have the Farmers Insurance halftime show where we'll talk about it all coming up after this.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4-state area. Learn more at mercy.net.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate.
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
trademark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Welcome back in. As we reach the halfway point in this one, 38-11, Colgan Panther lead. As it was a good game there in the first quarter, 20-9 or 20-11, sorry, is what it was at the end of the first quarter. And Galena was held scoreless the whole second quarter. That's really the big part of it. The thing that changed was Colgan really ramped their defense up, forced more turnovers. Galena turned the ball over 9 times in that first half. And off of those turnovers, Colgan was able to get it out in transition and make them pay for them. And also, Colgan drew a lot of fouls and was able to get to the free throw line and got the ball inside. And usually when they dump the ball inside, a lot of people would collapse in and it'd leave some open shooters that created some open shots. You know, this Colgan team, size-wise, outmatches Galena as they got a lot of good athletes on that team. And they certainly showed so. The game we saw them against in the Liberal Tony DeBray Classic, and here tonight in the first half. But we knew it was going to be a tough task for Galena coming into this, and it was going to take their best game so far. Galena has not played their best game, and when you get behind on a team like this, it's really hard to come back from. And yeah. So we got about 5 minutes until second half tip-off. We'll go ahead and let you know that the pregame show or halftime show is brought to you by Leah Smith Farmers Insurance, 4-state agency, serving Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Leah and her team have the product, services, and experience you're looking for. Give them a call today and see why they're more than just insurance. So there you go. Leah Smith, thank you for sponsoring our halftime show. When we come back, we'll continue the Leah Smith halftime show right after this.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than 4 States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. 4 States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with 4 States Smart Car. For seniors, 4 States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. 4 State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at 4statespharmacy.com.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Hello, 4 States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the 4 states area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. J. Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at J. Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So welcome back as the teams have made their way back onto the floor. And they're having their last minute preparations get this second half underway. Galena was led in scoring in that first half by Riley Boyce with 8 points, and Morgan Strong had 3 points as that rounds out your Bulldogs scoring for the first half. Panthers will start with the ball. Oh, Galena ball. They tricked us. Oh. And now it's Colgan ball.
A bit of an Uno reverse there. Seems like they're out to just trick you, Cooper. Make you look stupid.
Playing brain games. All right, so I think we got it figured out. It'll be Colgan Panther ball to start this third quarter. Gonna have to take a big second half out of these Bulldogs. Galena in a 3-2 zone. Kayla Davis in the corner, slashing through the lane. Down low, Mariah Harris. Ball poked free, but now able to retain possession. Palona Kalan with it, top of the key. Davis down to Harris. Turn around, Euro step, layup. Did everything right but the layup. And Galena, Weston Russell grabs the rebound. Boyce kick to Sturgis. Her 3 wanted to go, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound, Boyce. Second chance was no good. Now we're going to have a jump ball, and it'll be Galena basketball. Strongest three is no good. Harris has the rebound for the Panthers as they get it into the hands of Meek. Kalan had a little bit of space, but didn't want to do it. Brown has it poked free and stolen away. Nice hands by Russell to force the turnover on Colgan.
Galena right now playing slow, but playing pretty good defense.
Yeah, and slow. That was coming into the game. That's a perfect game plan because this Colgan team likes to get that rebound. Everybody sprints, and they just look for outlet passes. Brown finds Davis in the corner. Kayla Davis and Palona Kalan, the 2 ball handlers for the Panthers. Poke free, nope. Kick to the corner to Davis. Kalan will take the 3, left short, out of bounds, long rebound. Too strong, not out of bounds. Riley Boyce. Guarded by Lady Meek at the top of the key. Long in the mire now down low. Ball's poked out. But was trying to get it down low to Wesleyan Russell, and Mariah Harris slowed it down. Davis open 3 in the corner. No good. So we're scoreless here the first 3 minutes of this half. So Galena is still looking for the first basket or any points in the last 11 minutes of gameplay. Been a big drought. It's been hard to come by. Panthers defense has been all over. Strong will take the shot, no good. Boyce nearly had the rebound, but Brown able to retain possession of it. Davis is going to be tied up for a jump ball. We'll have a set by both teams. Dakota Bennett comes in the game for Arista Sturgis. Also, Lauren O'Brien checks in the game. And Molly Sweezy checks in the game for the Panthers. Palona Kalan and Laney Meek will take a seat. The drive, O'Brien shot, left short. And both teams have come out really flat to start this quarter. I mean, neither team scored this third quarter, Cole.
Yeah, Colgan's also not doing the press, so Galena's gotten good attempts on offense. They're just not connecting on the baskets. I think they're a little nervous to make, far-range passes, which is,
yeah, and there's a deep 3. Boyce shot, no good. And it's rebounded. That's Sweezy that comes up with the rebound. Takes it to the other end. Pass down low, Harris. Passing lane clogged up. Now Davis driving the lane. They haven't really got it to Lily Brown much this quarter. Now they get it down low. Lily Brown shot no good. She got bumped a little bit and hit off the bottom of the rim. Pass is read and stolen away. Corner, Mariah Harris, 3, no good. Lily Brown with the rebound, though. Panthers have a second chance opportunity. Brown nearly traveled. Harris inside gets it to fall. First points of the third quarter come 5 minutes in. But we got a timeout on the floor now. 40-11 Panther lead. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
All right, welcome back. We have a little under 3 minutes left to play. Low-scoring game we got here as Galena will get the ball. Chance to put some points on the board. Those have been hard to come by tonight. For the Panthers in the third quarter and really for Galena the whole game, there's meek fast break layups up and in. Boys drive in the lane, left hand, no good. Rebound by Fields. Her putback's no good. And Davis has some speed ahead. Might be a charge, yep. Good job by Sturgis getting in front of Davis, who was running crazy fast and out of control. And Sturgis stands in there and takes the charge. Great play by Arista Sturgis there. Team play. Strong finds Sturgis. Now Fields. Strong's 3. No good. Wesson Russell rebound. Now Boyce drives in the lane. Shot over the backboard and out of bounds. So a couple subs checking in for the Panthers. Osborne finds Brown in the corner. Davis, Colon. And make sure you stick around. We got another game after this. Your Galena Bulldogs boys will take on the St. Mary's Colgan Panther boys. And a good game. The Panthers have knocked off Galena twice this year. I think I missaid that in the pregame. The Panther boys have knocked off Galena boys twice. Galena looking to avenge one of those losses here tonight on Panther home court territory. Minute left to play in the third quarter. Panthers passing the ball around. Davis will take the 3. Can't get it to fall, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. That's Colon. 3 is good. And 45-11 Panther lead. Galena has been scoreless in the last 15 minutes of game. Still looking for their first points since Riley Boys hit that buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. Not going to come this possession, as it's been a long game for Galena. So for Galena, they'll next be in action against Riverton on Tuesday at home, where they look to get things back on track. I knew this Colgan team would be a task, but Riverton, they're not going to be an easy team to beat either, boys or girls side. That'll be our next broadcast also, was against Riverton, and we'll have Columbus next week, and then we got 2 more weeks of regular season until sub-state's here. It's kind of crazy how fast it's went. And sub-state will be in Caney Valley. We're still figuring that out. Oh! Buzzer beater. But that's Riley Boy's second buzzer beater. And so that gives Galena their first points at 16 minutes, but it's still a 48-14 Colgan Panther lead. We'll have fourth quarter action when we return on your home of Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
So welcome back. The final 8 minutes of this game. Bulldogs hasn't been their best game tonight, Cole. They got 14 turnovers in 3 quarters. That's a large amount of turnovers when you play against a team like these Panthers that are 17-0. They're going to capitalize on it, and they've done exactly that. So Galena will start with the ball. Riley Meyer, 3 is off. Offensive rebound by Sturgis. Pass down low. Her shot. Russell is going up, and she's fouled by Lily Brown.
For this fourth quarter here, it seems like it's going to be a running clock. So no matter what, it's just going to be 8 minutes flat, and this quarter will be over, or this game will.
So Wesley Russell will take a trip to the line. Misses the first of 2, but the stands are packed here tonight on the side we're sitting on. Starting to fill up over on the Galena side, but it's homecoming here tonight. So I don't know how long homecoming festivities are going to take here. If they're doing it in between games or at halftime of the boys' game, or how exactly that's going to go. So that'll kind of determine how our pregame goes, or halftime show, I guess. But on the boys' side, it's setting up to be a real good game. Is I believe last week Colgan got knocked off by Frontenac, so a team Galena just saw literally 3 days ago. Yeah, Galena, big game here. They were hanging in there with Frontenac in the boys' game, and that fourth quarter just was devastating to them as their Frontenac just ran away with it. Last time Galena boys played them, though, the Panthers were 13-0 or 11-0, I believe. They've dropped 2 games, and the game right after they played Galena, they dropped to Carl Junction, and they lost to Frontenac by 10 at Frontenac, so they're definitely a beatable team. But in this game, we got a little under 6 minutes left to go. Got a foul called on the ground, I believe. Oh, yep, on the ground. So Galena inbounds from the baseline. And the Panthers will bring on some subs, a whole new 5 players onto the court. Ball is inbounded to Riley Meyer. Riley Boyce thought about it. Nice pump fake, and she'll be fouled. A push foul is called. So Galena inbound from the baseline again. We got 3 team fouls on St. Mary Colgan Panthers. Galena has 0 team fouls. So Panthers are going to move to 18-0 on this game. And it's going to fall to 4-12. Strong. Nice pass over to Meyer. Can't get it to fall. Emhoff has it, but Boyce was trying to snag it out of midair while Emhoff was trying to save it, and it'll go out of bounds. Panther ball. Osborne into the corners. Emhoff. Cross court pass. 3 is no good by O'Brien, and a rebound by Emhoff. Colgan being patient here, looking for the right shot. Haven't found it yet. Osborne will take it. Can't get it to fall, and a rebound. Dakota Bennett is there for Galena. Spin move into the lane. Riley Boyce. Russell's 3 is short, and it'll go out of bounds. So stay up to date on all of our broadcasts at varsitysportslive.com. Full broadcast lineup, stories, and more at varsitysportslive.com. Up to 10 broadcasts per night, live local sports in Southeast Kansas with Varsity Sports Live. We'll try and get you some area matchup scores here once we head to break and come back for the pregame show at the boys' game. We'll see what we can find around the area. There's only 3 or 4 more regular season games left until the seeding's finalized for sub-state and teams start preparing to travel to their sub-state bracket. As we know, here in 3A, it's a predetermined site. Up in 5 and 6A, it's a little bit different. It is based off of your seed, whether or not you get to host a sub-state game or if you have to travel. It's, I believe, the top 8 seeds, or yeah, it'd be top 8 seeds get to host sites, but this year the boys and girls will be playing in Caney Valley. That's one guarantee. Just don't know the team you're playing against yet. Inbounds is batted down. Megan Fields will check in the game. Three is good. Colgan been lighting that three-point lineup. Had a slow start. Neither team scored for the first 5 minutes. There's a shot by Matthews. Can't get it to fall. Nice hustle by Fields, but we'll give it back to the Panthers, and we're under a minute to play. So as the last final seconds come off this clock for Galena, they're led in scoring. Riley Boyce had 11 points and Morgan Strong had 3 so far. But Colgan has been dominant defensively, really, holding Galena to 14 points. Even if they hit a 3 here, 17 points would still be their season low. It's been a rocky road offensively, and 54 points is not a lot of points to give up to this Colgan team. Galena is going to drop this one 54-16. So, kind of already recapped it, but 54-16 is not a lot to talk about in the game. It was a good start in the first quarter, but after that, from the second quarter, start of the second quarter on, Galena only scored 5 points as a team. You can't win many games when you do that. The defense was good and able to slow down the paint a little bit, but the offense just fell asleep there after that second quarter or first quarter, I should say, and Galena ends up falling to 4-12 this season, and they'll move on to next Tuesday where they'll take on the Riverton Rams. So you can already see the boys game. The boys team starting to get onto the floor is we'll have about 15 minutes, is barring no homecoming activities. We'll have 15 minutes until tip-off. So we'll step away, and when we come back, we'll be set to start the pregame show here for Game 2 of the doubleheader here at St. Mary's Colgan High School in Pittsburgh, Kansas, on your home of Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the 4 states area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at J. Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? that you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than 4 States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. 4 States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with 4 States Smart Car. For seniors, 4 States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. 4 State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at 4statespharmacy.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome into the Sports Live as we're set for the second matchup of the night. The Galena boys will take on the Colgan boys. Galena comes into this game 8-8, dropping the game on Tuesday 49-33 to Riverton. That was Colgan's last matchup, but Galena dropping the game 49-33 to Frontenac. And it was a really close game throughout. Just the fourth quarter, Frontenac took off and ran away with it. And there was some other things that led up to it. And there was a lot of emotions that were in that fourth quarter. Just say that. But Colgan 15-2. They have seen Galena twice and have beaten them both times. The last matchup was in Liberal in the Tony DeBray Classic. They ended Galena's streak of winning 3 straight Tony DeBray Classics and knocked them off 71-41. So a pretty commanding lead or win over Galena. Galena is a really solid team and a team that's going to be scary come sub-state time because this team's filled with shooters. It's just whether it's going to be their night or not. And when it's their night, they're a hard team to beat. When it's not their night, then you got to rely on the defense. So hopefully for these Bulldogs, their shooting can be on. And, Jack Perry's going to be one of the key players for Galena, how he's going to play and what kind of defense Colgan's going to play on him, if they're going to face guard him around the whole court, all 94 feet. And if that's the case, then there's going to be some other players that are going to have to take expanded roles like Zane Turner, Quentin Cox, Thatcher Botkin, Brant Stroop, guys like that. And Galena's really been playing 7 solid players this whole season, or I guess the last 6-7 games we've seen 7 players played. After that, there's not really much bench depth. So, and in closer games, we don't see as many subs as we're used to seeing last season or even at the beginning of this season. But Colgan comes off last game. They beat Riverton by 9, a really good Riverton team who's currently first place in the standings right now for the Caney Valley sub-state region. And Galena played them, still have to play them again, but Riverton took care of business pretty easily with Galena. So this is a really big game tonight for Galena. They want to stay in the top half of those standings so that they can get a favorable matchup in the first round and not have to play a 4 or 5 seed matchup in that first round. So stands are getting pretty full tonight. We got homecoming here for Colgan, and hopefully Galena can ruin this homecoming on the boys' side from Colgan. So with that being said, we're going to let you know that pregame show is brought to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital and Orthopedics in Galena, an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs right here in Southeast Kansas with all private rooms and spa-like surroundings. Learn more at mercy.net or call 620-783-1732. So there you go, Mercy. Thank you for sponsoring our pregame show and allowing us to bring this game to you guys for free on YouTube. And thank you guys for tuning in at home to watch this game as we got a good one on our hands. We're going to step away. When we return, we'll get into some keys to the game and some area matchups. All that coming up next on the Mercy pregame show here on your home of Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Dad, you need to go.
Really?
It's important.
I feel fine.
Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught.
What I need to do?
You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need.
Fine. Can I have my pie now? Oh, man.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
So welcome back as we have a little over 2 minutes until tip-off in this one. Things are just about set, and we're going to get to some keys to the game and then some area matchups. So keys keys to the game for Galena is really just being able to play at your own pace. They like to play at a slower pace where they can take their time and be patient and wait for a good shot. So slow the game down. We saw in that game against Colgan and Liberal where Colgan likes to play fast. They want to get out in transition, draw fouls, and make you uncomfortable. Also, Colgan really exploited that zone, scoring 71 points. I believe that was the most points scored against Galena this year. So just being able to control the turnovers, take your time on offense, and get good shots offensively is what it's going to start with. You start turning the ball over and giving Colgan fast break points, that's when things can go south real quick. Because you know Colgan, they like to get that ball inside. They got Jack Schrimmer, who was the MVP of the Tony DeBray Classic, as he scored 21 or 22 points on them, most of them coming from in the paint. So it's going to be key to slow him down. Tristan Voss is going to be a force in the paint as him and Quentin Cox are going to battle all night in the paint. So Quentin Cox is going to have to win that matchup tonight for Galena and control the boards, because controlling the boards in this game is big. You can't give this Colgan team a lot of extra second chance points and opportunities. They'll make you pay. But I think, what area matchups do you got for us, Cole, before we get to starting lineup?
Yeah, Cooper. So we got three CNC games, local games here. We have at home, we have Girard versus Riverton. That's going to be a really good game. Both, I think, 1 and 2 seed right now in the CNC league. So that's really going to be a determining factor. In the other game, we have Baxter Springs versus Frontenac, another really good game. Both those teams have been pretty dominant in their seasons this year, both with pretty even records. And then for the last one, this is not against another CNC team, but we have Cherryvale against Humboldt High School, and that's going to be at Humboldt. So that's our matchups for CNC.
There you go. So those are 5 teams, not including Galena, in the Caney Valley sub-state, as the standings are going to be moving up and down these next couple of weeks, and it'll be interesting to see. We'll keep an eye on them, and on the next couple of pregame shows, we'll try and get some screenshots to pull up. But now, we're just about set for tip-off, so now we're going to go ahead and get to starting lineups. Starting off with the St. Mary Colgan Panthers, coached by Clint Heffern. Senior number 0, Gus Keller. Senior number 1, Tucker Harrell. Senior number 3, Jack Schrimmer. Senior number 22, Cooper Simmons. And senior number 55, Tristan Voss. And for your Galena Bulldogs, senior number 1, Brant Stroop. Junior number 3, Jack Perry. Junior number 4, Thatcher Botkin. Senior number 23, Zane Turner. And junior number 34, Quentin Cox. So for Colgan, every player on that starting lineup is a senior, so a very experienced group that's played a lot of basketball together. And I think they returned just about everybody from last year. They got a lot of leadership on that team and a lot of poise to be able to be at 15-2, being a 2A team, playing a 3A schedule. They play against a lot of 3A teams, and then obviously sub-state they play 2A and then the state. But they compete as well as any 3A team around southeast Kansas, and tough task for these Bulldogs tonight, Cole. How are they going to get it done?
Yeah, Cooper, I think really just try to limit turnovers and knocking down shots. Last game, they played really good offense at the beginning, and I think that their morale kind of got lowered when they were just kind of missing shots and, just a few mistakes. And that really, in basketball, it's a mind game is a lot of it, too. Just being able to knock down those shots. If Galena could do that on offense, I think that they're going to excel because their defense is always pretty good. It just comes down to just knocking down those shots on offense and setting up good plays.
I agree. It'll be interesting to see what kind of defense Galena comes out in, as they played zone for a lot of that game against Colgan and Liberal. They played man a little bit, but we'll see if they start off with zone and play man or try and switch it up to throw Colgan off. Had 2 days to prep for this game since their last game against Frontenac, and they're hungry to get back in the win column here. Is this a big game here, trying to get in the win column against Colgan and not let them sweep them? So we're set to get underway. Quentin Cox will tip off against Tucker Harrell, and Colgan wins the tip-off and will control the possession first. Gus Keller, point guard. Cooper Simmons, Schrimmer. Schrimmer quickly attacking the rim. Ball is batted by Perry into the hands of Botkin, and Galena will set up their half-court offense for the first time. Grant Stroop coming off a screen. Top of the keys, Botkin. Colgan playing man-to-man defense. Zane Turner, seen him like to drive. He gets hit somewhere in the head. We're going to have a blocking foul called. Foul's going to go against Gus Keller, one of the 5 Panther seniors that are starting tonight. Galena gets the ball inbounded from the baseline. Nice feed down low. Botkin can't get the layup to fall. Good inbounds play as there was an extra emphasis on Perry, but Botkin had a good look, just couldn't finish it. Gus Keller in the lane has it stripped away from him. Zane Turner comes up with the steal. Galena will take it the other way. Grant Stroop with it on the wing. Finds Botkin at the top of the key. Perry, top of the key. Crossover, now spin move. Guarded closely by Schrimmer. Perry will put it on the floor. Now looks to get in the lane. His shot up and over. Keller's good. Tough shot, gets it to fall, and that's where Jack Perry excels, is in the mid-range, right over a defender. It doesn't matter how much airspace they give him. He'll shoot it. He's not scared to shoot from anywhere on the floor, and they're going to need his shot-making ability tonight. Voss nearly got it to go. Rolled out, and Galena rebound. 2-0 Galena lead, off to a slow start offensively in this game, and it's exactly what Galena needs, is just playing at their own pace and not trying to get out and press the tempo. Perry, pull-up shot, no good. And Schrimmer has the rebound for the Panthers. We're going to have a foul called. Basket's good. They're going to call, count the basket and the foul. So Thatcher Botkin whistled for the foul. Botkin and Perry were in the area. And we'll have Simmons checking the game for Tucker Harrell. So we got 2 Simmons in the game. That is Schrimmer to convert the 3-point play and give Colgan a 1-point lead. Perry at the top of the key. Nice dish down low. Voss hands in there, and I think they're going to whistle Voss for the foul. Yep. So that'll be Voss's first personal foul. Team foul number 2 on the Panthers. Inbounds goes to Cox. Galena's going to need Zane Turner on his A game tonight. We've seen him more aggressive in the last couple games, getting in the lanes, causing havoc. Deep 3 for Jack Perry. Gets it to go. That was way downtown. And a 5-3 lead for Galena 3 minutes into the game. Perry responsible for all 5 Galena points so far. Schrimmer driving. Good defense by Turner. Now a dish in the lane. Voss is shot up off the glass too strong. Schrimmer comes away with it. Put back no good. Perry there for the rebound. Couple good looks for the Panthers, but Galena had some hands in their face and able to slow it down. Botkin quick off the dribble. Stroop looked to drive, was cut off by Schremer. Jack Perry, floater in the lane, no good. And the Panthers get the rebound. 5-3, halfway gone in the first quarter. Deep three by Schremer, gets it to fall. We got the same place that Jack Perry made his. And Schremer is responsible for all 6 Panther points. So number 3 on both teams. We're off to a hot start in this game. Stroop, jump stop, pass out to Botkin, guarded by Gus Keller. Jack Perry, fall away shot. Got hit at the end of the shot, but no call. Schremer the other way. His layup left short. Cox there for the rebound. A lot of rebounds that have been batted around, touched multiple different hands. Galena able to come up with that rebound as they trail by 1. Got some subs set to check in for both teams. And we got a travel call on Thatcher Botkin. Really close ball game here the first couple minutes. Zane Adams and Bryson Stroop check in. Brant Stroop and Thatcher Botkin take a seat for the Bulldogs. And for the Panthers, they'll have Clayton Adamson and Brady Batega check in. Batega, a freshman, so seeing some playing time as a freshman on a very veteran group. Galena controls that rebound, and Jack Perry running things, setting offense up. Tucker Harrell back in the game for the Panthers as well. Zane Turner, mid-range, soft bounce off the flange of the rim, gets it to fall. And a good basket by Galena. Back to a 1-point lead. 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Tucker Harrell loses dribble. And that's Batega. Batega, floater is good. And looks like we got a timeout called. Colgan showed a little bit of pressure, and Coach Matt Meyer wanted to talk it over. Well, we got 1:35 left to play. 8-7 game here. We'll be back in 30 seconds. So welcome back. Galena calls their first charge timeout of the half, and the Panthers have a 1-point lead. Thatcher Botkin back in the game after that timeout. Zane Turner will take a seat. Botkin on the wing, guarded by Adamson. Now Bryson Stroop. Worrell guarding Perry. Poke free for a second. Perry has it back in his hands, guarded by Jack Schremer. Crossover, has it poked free, and a turnover by Galena. Quick to get back in transition. Open look from the corner. Schremer gets at the ball. Looks like Botkin might have got his hand jammed back on that last offensive possession. So Zane Turner will check in for Botkin. Zane Turner, Jack Perry, Zane Adams, Quentin Cox, and Bryson Stroop, the 5 on the court for your Bulldogs. Keller, Garden, Adams. Turner, nice drive to the hoop. Drew some attention on defense. Cox trying to force his way into the paint. Tough shot. Can't get to fall there for the rebound. And we got a jump ball. It'll point Galena direction. Good job there. Cox had a tough shot in traffic, but good job there recovering and forcing a tie-up as Brant Stroop will check in for Quentin Cox. 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Galena will look to hold as the Panthers lead it by 4. Nice cut in the lane. Turner's shot no good. And that'll end the first quarter. So it's an 11-7 Panther lead at the end of 1. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action coming up after.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Hello, 4 States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the 4 States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at J. Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
So we're back for second quarter action here from St. Mary's Colgan High School here in Pittsburgh, Kansas. Panthers in the first quarter with a 4-point lead. And we'll start with the ball. Same 5 in the game as they started with for the Panthers. Pass down low to Harrell. Keller jump stop in the lane. Shot no good. Put back no good. Tipped around into the hands of Quentin Cox. Brant Stroop with it. And Galena also has the same 5 in the game as they started with. Stroop gets it down low to Turner. Reverse layup's good. Zane Turner has a nice finish at the rim to cut the Panther lead down to 2. Schremer has it up top to Key. Look over to the bench for the play. Simmons dribbling along the perimeter. Corner. Keller driving. Shot up and fouled. Keller will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul called on Thatcher Botkin, his second personal. First team foul of the quarter. And Botkin will take a seat. Zane Adams will come in. Cooper Simmons will check in Karsten Simmons will check in for Cooper Simmons. Second free throw, no good. 1 of 2 at that trip to the line for Keller. Jack Perry with 5 points. Zane Turner with 4 for the Bulldogs. Stroop in the lane, able to dish it out to Zane Adams. Now Galena will try and set things back up. This is read by Harrell. Fast break. And he throws it down. Well, that worked the crowd up here at St. Mary's High School. Zane Turner able to draw the foul. Keller is all over him. So that foul was called on Gus Keller, his second personal. Polino inbound from the baseline. Turner 3, no good. Rebound. Schrimmer with a little bit of speed ahead. Take the screen. Dish down low. Shot blocked. Quentin Cox towering over Will Schrimmer. Oh, full timeout called by Galena. Coach Meyer wants to talk it over before things get away too quick. 14-9, Panther lead. 5:14 to play here in the second quarter. We'll be back in a minute on your home of Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and
All right, so we're back from the full timeout called by Galena. Each team with one team foul in this quarter. We're going to have a foul called off ball. Be down in the paint. It's going to go against Will Schrimmer. Jack Perry will inbound for Galena. Gets it into Zane Turner. Stroop straightaway 3 off the right side of the rim. And went into the hands of Brady Bottega. Shot just outside the free throw line's no good for Simmons. And Galena a chance to answer. Open look, Perry. Rattled around, but came out into the hands of Voss. Now Schrimmer has it at the other end of the floor. Carry called. So that'll give it back to Galena. Thatcher Botkin back in the game after getting his finger jammed there in the first quarter. Jack Perry looking to be aggressive. Turnaround, fall away shot is good. And that brings it to a one-possession game halfway through the second quarter of play. Tucker, Harrell, Schrimmer, and Ortega along the perimeter. Fall away shot for Schrimmer is left short. Botkin comes in for the rebound. Bryson Stroop at the top of the key. Very guarded on the perimeter. A mismatch. Voss in his face knocks it down to tie things up at 14. Perry noticed the mismatch and took advantage of it. Galena on a 5-0 run. Voss gets it in the paint. Turnaround hook shot. No good. Cox comes down with the rebound. Galena has a chance to take the first lead since the opening minutes of this game on this possession. Botkin looking to get it to Perry, but he's guarded in the paint, and we got a foul called against the Panthers. Blocking foul called on Karsten Simmons. It's his first foul, team foul number 3 for the Panthers this quarter, and Zane Adams will come in for Bryson Stroop. Nice backdoor cut by Botkin. Can't get the layup to go. Second open look Botkin's had tonight. And it was a great play as he just went backdoor off that screen and did everything right but the layup. On the other end, Schreiber gets the layup to fall. Pushes the Panthers back out to a 2-point lead. Jack Perry guarded by Schreiber, or Harrell, I should say. Under 2 minutes to play until halftime. Stick around for the Leah Smith halftime show. After the final minute 35. Perry gets it. They're not leaving him any space where he goes on the floor. Botkin trying to get it down low to Perry, but they're doing a good job covering Jack Perry. That shot's blocked. Nope. We got a foul called. Quentin Cox will go to the line and shoot a pair. Foul called on Tristan Voss, his second personal, team foul number 4. Only got a minute left in this half, but next foul by Colgan will warrant 2 free throw shots for Galena automatically. There's Cox's first points of the game. Cox, second one, gets a friendly bounce. Knocks both down to tie things up. 16-16. This is about as low scoring a high school game as you're going to see, Cole. We got a minute to go till half. Both games today have been really defense heavy, and there you go. Zane Turner reads the passing lane, steals it away. Galena has 45 seconds left. See, a lot of times they like to take the clock here and try and be happy with the tie or potentially the lead at halftime. That'd be a good place to be going into the locker room on the road against Colgan at their place on homecoming, trying to spoil it. 22 seconds left. Jack Perry has it at the top of the key. Now 10 seconds left. Galena will start getting their offense going. Jack Perry's double. Oh, we got a foul. So Jack Perry will shoot 2 free throws, and he was in a bad spot there in that corner. He had 2. There was 3 defenders at one point, but he'll go on and shoot 2 free throws with 4.4 seconds left in this half. Perry's first is nothing but net. Gets both to go. Galena with a 2-point lead. Flint Hefford's going to call timeout for the Panthers. They'll try and set something up with 4.4 seconds to play. But we got a good first half already. It's been defensive heavy, 18-16. The score reflects that surely, but Galena has been down as much as 5 in this game. They brought it back to tie it, and now they've taken the lead again by 2 points. And hopefully they'll go in the locker room with a 2-point lead here and talk things over. Galena's had some missed opportunities also. The Rockets had 2 shots right at the rim. Beautiful plays, and just had to make the layup. Couldn't get them to fall, and those would surely help in a low-scoring game like this, but you just got to move on, and Galena has the lead right now. And Colgan's played a pretty strong game defensively. This is what we saw in that first game, but Galena just couldn't figure it out defensively in that game. This game, Galena's offense is scored points when they need to stay in the game and not let the lead get so big they can't come back. But their defense has been clicking, and that's a good foul there. Galena still has 2 more fouls to give, so they foul Harrell quickly on the inbound. They could still foul him again as long as shooter's not in the act of shooting. Get the ball inbounded to Harrell. Last second heave. Gets it to go. What a shot. And Harrell banks it in off the glass to give the Panthers a 1-point lead at halftime, as we'll go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the Leah Smith halftime show. Bulldogs trail at 19-18 at the break.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
tossing points to corporate mountain.
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
And Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
reaching residential areas
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than 4 States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena. Locally owned and rooted in our community, 4 States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with 4 States Smart Car. For seniors, 4 States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. 4 State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at 4statespharmacy.com.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Hello, 4 States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the 4 States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your phone started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Sorry about the delay. They've got halftime homecoming activities going on, so we're just going to let this go on, and we'll wait till the conclusion of all this to start our halftime show. That's why we've had extended break. All right, so it looks like we have halftime homecoming activities wrapped up now. Before we get things started, I'll let you know, halftime is brought to you by Leah Smith Farmers Insurance, 4 state agencies serving Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Leah and her team have the products, services, and experience you're looking for. Give them a call today and see why they're more than just insurance. So, scores 19-18 here at the break. Colgan banked in a shot before the buzzer and took the 1-point lead into the locker room. And a really defensive first half by both teams. Different than the last game we saw. Colgan put up 71 points on Galena. And so Galena's defense is looking a lot better this game against Colgan. So they made some adjustments, and that comes with good coaching, and they certainly have that. And head coach Matt Meyer and his assistant coaching staff, it'll be interesting to see what changes they make in the second half. They've had plenty of time to think about it. They're going to put 5 minutes on the clock because it's already running since all the homecoming activities. But Galena was led in scoring. Jack Perry had 10 points. Jack Perry had 12 points. Zane Turner had 4, and Quentin Cox had 2 points. Is your Bulldogs scoring there in the first half? 3 different scorers, but Jack Perry knocked down shots when they needed them, and also Zane Turner was very aggressive in that half, being able to get in the lane, draw fouls, and then Galena, a missed shot went up. They didn't get the rebound quick to get back in transition D. They didn't let Colgan get out in transition and score. The only transition basket that comes to mind was off of one of the two Galena turnovers in that first half, and it was the breakaway dunk that Harrell threw down. And after that, there really hasn't been much transition baskets for Colgan. Galena's getting back quick. Once that shot hits the rim, they don't get the rebound. They turn around, and it's a track meet to get back. And they're closing driving lanes off quickly, and they're going to have to do that in the second half. They want to come out victorious, come out and set the tone in the third quarter, and also keep controlling the boards. Neither team is necessarily dominating the boards. They're doing what they have to get the possessions they need to stay in this game. But if Galena starts giving Colgan extra second chance points, they're going to make them pay. And so controlling the boards and turnovers, just like what we talked about in the first in pregame, and also controlling the pace of the game. And they've done that by not letting Colgan play fast like they like to play and score points in bunches off turnovers and their press. So they're going to have to put together another half like they did in that first half and convert on a couple of open shots. They had 2 shots missed around the rim. That can't happen when you want to win a game like this. Hopefully they can get that figured out, and that there's nothing you can change. It was really good play call. Had everything there, just had to finish the shot. And we're going to have a good second half on our hands, Cole. What are your thoughts as we get ready for the second half?
Yeah, Cooper, I mean, offensively, I think both teams are kind of locking each other down. It was really low-scoring first 2 quarters, and I think that Galena just needs to keep up on defense and just not allow Colgan to take any leads. They have a lead now, but it's only a 1-point lead, and they just need to just control defense like they have been and, try to excel more on offense. And that's hard to say because I don't want them to slack on defense trying to do too much on offense because, like you were saying, they were getting back really fast, and I think that's because they were putting 100% on defense and not say maybe 60 to 70% on defense or on offense.
Yep.
And I'm afraid if they focus too on offense this half, they'll let up on defense. And it's a whole thing. But I think Galena's playing really well, just knocking down the shots that they have. Any wide open shots, just knocking them down and getting those easy points. And I think if they come out playing the same way, they have a pretty high likelihood of winning this game.
Yeah, hopefully we can see a similar second half as to the first half. But also by playing at the pace they played at in that first half, slower basketball, kind of reminds me of Virginia men's team. They like to play really slow basketball and good defense. So what the first half reminded me of, it keeps them conditioned. They got fatigued in that Frontenac game. Once Quentin Cox, he played basically every minute until the game started to slip away. Galena was in it, and then the fatigue just took over, and Frontenac was outrunning them, out hustling them, and you don't want that to happen in a game like this because Colgan's scrappy, and they'll get on the floor, and they'll drive right at you, put the ball in your face, and make you foul them. So I think it's crucial to a fast start in this second half and start this third quarter, because that can really change the momentum.
Yeah, playing the game at their pace for certainly, Cooper. Just controlling the game and making Colgan play the way they want to play. If it's slow, if it's fast, maybe switching it up and turning it back. Don't let Colgan control the game going out.
Yeah,
if Colgan comes out into press, they need to find a way to break the press. Broadneck game was kind of tough for them to get in the press and lots of turnovers. So I'm not sure how Colgan will come out. I would assume maybe a press, but we'll see.
Yeah, and playing at their place, the intensity is going to be here. Everybody's in the building. With the homecoming stuff just going on, Colgan got a little bit of less time in the locker room. As I think every candidate we saw out there had a basketball jersey on, so that could play to Galena's favor, as they didn't get as much time to talk about it. Galena had a little extra time, so halftime benefit the Bulldogs, but Galena will start with the basketball as we're underway here in the third quarter. Thatcher Bott can be guarded by Keller. Stroop pops out on the corner. Stroop double team. Botkin has it poked free, and Cooper Simmons steals it away. First possession, Galena turns it over. Only had 2 that whole first half, and the Panthers return the favor with a turnover of their own. Back to Galena. So here's some pressure, like Cole talked about. Botkin and Perry in the backcourt. They get it across half court. That's right there. Once you get past half court and that out of bounds line, it's a dangerous spot. Just another place you can get trapped. But there's another turnover by Galena. Turner trying to get in the paint and just lost control of it, kicked it around, went off couple players' legs, and winds up with the Panthers. Keller will bring it up into the hands of Simmons. Schrimmer, open look from 3, gets it to fall. So here's some more full court pressure. And they're able to get it across just in time. Turner was trying to feed it to Cox. A good look. Go out of bounds off of Voss. Botkin trapped in the corner, and we got a timeout called. So Coach Matt Meyer calls a timeout here, a minute and a half into the third quarter. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs.
So Galena charged with their first time out of the half. See if they can get some points out of this, out of the timeout. Sorry about the scoreboard. Our camera turned off there, and try and get it focused back up. Oh, their scoreboard. There we go. Oh, there's a turnover. Cox rips it away, and he's going to be fouled on the arm. It's going to go against number 55, Tristan Voss. That's his third foul. That's a big foul that Voss just picked up. They're going to have to bring in Karsten Simmons for Voss, who's their main big man in the game, or height. See if Galena tries to attack the paint with him out of the game. Turner has it in the corner, down low to Cox, puts it on the floor, and we got an offensive foul. So Cox lowered his shoulder. Schremer's drive off the glass, no good. Turner with a head of steam gets the rebound. Brant Stroop, Thatcher Bakken, Jack Perry, Zane Turner, and Quentin Cox, the 5 in the game. Haven't seen Perry be able to get any openings yet. He has the ball in his hand now. He'll take the screen, trying to drive on Schremer. He's bumped for a blocking foul on Jack Schremer. This foul is on, that's Schremer's first foul. Find a cutting Cox and he's trying to go up with it. Had it poked free. And we're going to have a foul called on Thatcher Bakken. I think that's his third foul. Yeah, that's Bakken's third foul. Team foul number 4. Or team foul number 2. I don't know where I was seeing 4. It was the number. Keller driving, layup's good, and it's a 6-point Panther lead. Galena hasn't been able to score yet this half, or this quarter. Need to get it going before gets too far. Lead gets too far away from them. Stroop had an open look, passed it up. Turner, jump stop, shot, got hit. Yep, and the foul granted, so he'll get to shoot a pair of free throws. Foul's called on Cooper Simmons, his second personal. Team foul number 3 on the Panthers. Turner's first is good. That's his first trip to the line tonight. Zane Adams will come in the game for Brant Stroop. We got Brady Batega and Clayton Adamson in the game for Colgan now. Turner's second's no good. It's a 5-point Colgan lead. Trying to get it into Cutting Harrell, and active hands in the passing lane by the Bulldogs. Zane Adams and Zane Turner in the area to force that turnover. Kick to the corner. Zane Turner driving, layup too strong, rebound by Batega. Schremer at the top of the key. Tucker Harrell uses the ball screen from Simmons. Step back shot. No good. Tip into the hands of Jack Perry. And Jack Perry hasn't attempted a shot this quarter. Got to think it's coming soon. And he's fouled on the drive. That'll be the 14th foul on Colgan. So that was their last foul to give. Gus Keller and Will Schremer checking the game. Galena gets it in successfully to Jack Perry. Perry's guarded by Gus Keller. Perry, quick shot. Can't get it to fall. And Galena there was multiple Panthers in the paint. Turner shot, no good. And Cox falls hard on the floor. We got a foul called on the Panthers. You could hear that thud from all the way up here. The Panthers fans aren't happy with the call. And it should be 2 shots because that's a 15 foul. Okay, there we go. So Quentin Cox will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. I wish we could see a replay. You guys could see it at home, but Quentin Cox was like on somebody's back, it looked like, and just fell.
Yeah, Cooper, you could hear the thud from up here. You know that one probably hurt, but Quentin Cox being a trooper and staying in, not subbing out even though it hurts, because I'm pretty sure if the sub's out there, you can't come back in if somebody else takes his free throw shots.
Yeah, he's required to take them here, unless he's physically unable to play, that he's hurt that bad. So he misses both, and Galena can't capitalize on the opportunity. Schrimmer has it on the wing. Pass down low. That's Will Schrimmer with it. Jack Schrimmer will take the 3. He's been pretty lights out tonight. And ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. Brant Stroop and Bryson Stroop will check in for Quentin Cox and Zane Adams. So getting pretty hostile in this gym. Zane Turner, Jack Perry, and Galena able to break the press. Thatcher Botkin has it at the top of the key. Left wing, Botkin cut off. Perry has it at the top of the key. Galena's only been able to get 1 basket or 1 point in this third quarter. They need a basket here. Still in the game. Drive by Turner. Layup. Can't get it to fall. And those are the ones you gotta have. Is right there. Just had to finish. Now Schrimmer driving at the other end. And we got a foul called. Turner so far in this game has been setting up really good shots, just having trouble getting him to convert. And it's the same with the Frontenac game. Yeah.
If Turner's able to knock down those shots, it's...
There's a foul called on Brant Stroop. That's his second foul. Get it inbounded to Harrell. Schrimmer in the corner with it. Creates space. Brant Stroop swoops in for the rebound. And we got 1:13 left to play. Points have been hard to come by in this game. About as low scoring as a high school game as you'll see this season. Brant Stroop has it in his hands. Have extra pressure at the top of the key. Colgan guarding pretty high up. Here we force a turnover. There is a foul. Colgan was putting some pressure on Galena, almost forced a turnover, but Jack Perry will shoot 2 free throws as Cooper Simmons is charged for his 3rd foul, 16th foul, and Perry sinks the first. His second trip to the line tonight. Could make it a 1-possession game here. Perry sinks both and makes it a 1-possession game here. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Panthers getting the ball around the perimeter quickly. We're under 30 seconds. Harrell with it, finds Schrimmer. Last second, he goes out of bounds, and that'll do it for The end of the third quarter, low scoring one here. Panthers lead it 24-21, headed to the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. We got a good finish in store here on your home of Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports. So welcome back, folks. 8 minutes remain in this one. 3-point game. This is feeling a lot like that Frontenac game, Cole. Galena down one possession going into the fourth quarter. And this is where the extra win kicks in for Galena.
Yeah, Cooper. Colgan picking up a lot of team fouls and also player fouls. There's a lot of players in foul trouble here, and that could play a huge factor going on the rest of this game as well. I think Galena's playing really well, just offensively just needs to pick it up. And I know at halftime I was saying that I wanted to play the same on defense, which they are, but at the same time, they got to find those shots on offense.
Yeah, only 3 points scored the entire fourth quarter, and it's a one-possession game. If you would have told me that Galena scores 3 points in the third quarter, I would have said there's no way they're winning the game. But here we are, fourth quarter. It's a 3-point game. Galena has the ball, down one, chance to tie it here or come within one, cut into this deficit. They have the same 5 on the floor as they started the game with, and got to think we'll see them for a majority of this fourth quarter, if not all. Galena being selected, Brant Stroop gets to the hoop and loses his dribble. Botkin has it poked free, but Brant Stroop's there to save it. Brant Stroop out to Botkin now. Down to Jack Perry. Fall away shot from the corner. Just missed. Such a tough shot, but makes it look so easy every time. Harrell finds a cutting boss and a smart foul by Brant Stroop on the ground. It was a mismatch down low and just fouls him to prevent a easy layup. Pass down to Schrimmer, turnaround hook shot, and he's fouled. Good contest, but I think they're going to get Quentin Cox. Yep, Quentin Cox, second personal. That's good. Second free throw. Perry landed on it. It was nearly a travel. I don't know. But Galena comes away with it. 1-2 that trip to the line for the Panthers, for Schrimmer. And he's usually a pretty good free throw shooter. Nice cut. Deep shot is blocked. Ball's tipped on the inbounds, but Zane Turner wisely reacts and saves the possession. Get the ball to Jack Perry. Backing down in the paint. Fall away shot. Can't get the roll. Pretty comfortable in those shots. And second half, hasn't been able to get him to go. The first half, he was knocking him down. Jack Perry's only had 2 points this entire second half. You got to get him going at some point. Harrell's three rims out. Keller's turnaround layup's no good. A run after it. Ball on the ground, safe. And a foul on Galena. That was a 50-50 ball there. It touched both teams' hands multiple times, and that's going to be the first foul on Jack Perry. Third team foul by Galena. They got one more to give. Simmons has it on the wing. Pass down low, finds a cutting boss, and lays it in. So the Panthers have found a little bit of offense in this opening 3 minutes of this fourth quarter. Galena still looking for it. They trail by 6 with 5 minutes left to play. Botkin drive and can't get the layup to go. Cox there for the rebound, puts it back. And that was a must-have basket. Botkin hasn't been able to finish tonight. Luckily, Cox there to clean it up and bring it back to a 4-point Panther lead. Find Harrell on the wing. Boss down low. Schrimmer pump fake. Drive in the lane. Pass is tipped on the entry. Harrell pull-up jumper from the mid-range is no good. And Simmons has the rebound. Hellers drives. Zane Turner there to steal it away. He'll push the pace. Layup. And then he's fouled. So Zane Turner thought about slowing it down, then went right at it like a running back he is on the gridiron. Draws the foul. That's foul number 4 on Cooper Simmons. Turner's first free throw is good. It brings it back to a one-possession game. Turner's second rolls around, gets it to go. So Galena on a 4-0 run. We got 4 minutes left to play. Keller at the other end. That was quick. Caught Galena off guard. Keller gets the basket and the foul. No. Completes the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point Panther lead because they put some pressure on. So we're passing back and forth. Able to get past the press of St. Mary's Colgan. Perry off the screen, unbalanced shot, can't get it to fall. And there for the rebound is Brady Bertega. Shot blocked, no. Foul's going to be called on Jack Perry. Five-point Galena deficit with 3:19. Lane violation. Yep, lane violation. So free throw doesn't count. It'll be a 5-point Galena deficit. Zane Adams is going to check in for Quentin Cox, get some extra speed on the floor. So Colgan has the height advantage. We'll see if this pays off. Saw him do it against Frontenac, as Quentin Cox is the main rim protector and rebounding threat for Galena. Bring in Zane Adams, who's showed some good defensive abilities, still developing on the offense, but with an extra player for Galena. That shot, Harry's right there. Had a number of shots that were left a hair short. And there was another one right there. As Galena is a critical possession. Galena needs a stop. Keep it a 2-possession game as we're 2.5 minutes left. Entry to Voss. And Voss had the inside position. There's no backside help on that. And Colgan makes it a 7-point game. Perry pops out in the corner. Now takes the dribble handoff, and a blocking foul's called. Keller wasn't set. Might have sold it a little bit. Be the second team foul on the Panthers. This is when you need Jack Perry to come alive. Find Botkin cutting around the top. Got to get some points. Perry's pull up, nice pass down low, shot blocked. We got a foul called. Grant Stroop will go to the line. Perry wanted to go up with it. We drew so much tension. Found open Stroop. Schremer came out of nowhere, but had a little too much contact. Grant Stroop sinks the first. Big free throw here. Quentin Cox back in the game. And Bryson Stroop back in the game for Thatcher Botkin and Zane Adams. That free throw, no good, and it's a 6-point game with 1.5 minutes. Galena would be big to force a turnover. Down low to Voss. Kick to the corner, Harrell. Hogan passing the ball around pretty efficiently, trying to waste some time. Karsten Simmons has it. Galena still has a couple fouls to give. Or no, Hogan's in the bonus. So that'll send Simmons to the line to shoot 2. First one's no good. So still a 1-possession game. This is a big free throw for Colgan. Galena needs to make sure and box out as they go with the small lineup again. Second one, no good. Galena has the rebound, so it's still a 2-possession game. And a timeout's called. Galena was looking to push the pace there, but Coach Meyer calls a timeout. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. Galena trails by 6 with 1 minute and 2 seconds left in this one. We'll be back after this.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So Galena has possession out of the timeout. I can't see where the possession arrow favors. We're on the side of the scores table. But Galena, we're under a minute to play. Galena needs points in a hurry. Nearly stolen. Feed the Turner. Layup is fouled. Go to the line and shoot 2. So now it's going to be Galena, you got to assume, is going to put a press on, and then from there it's a fouling game since there's no shot clock. So that free throw is good from Turner. This is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. 4 of 5. Critical one coming up here. And sinks it. Makes it a 4-point game. So Galena is going to bring in Chase Cottrell. And we got a sub or a timeout called. Coach Clint Heffron calls a timeout for the Panthers. He wants to talk things over. 4-point game. Bulldogs need some missed free throws or some turnovers here to get back in this game because Colgan's going to try and dribble it out, but Galena's going to try and get a turnover in the press. If they can't do that, they got to foul because there's no other way of getting the ball back.
Yeah, just a really good press. I haven't seen Galena have too much success in the press this year, but I feel like, I don't know.
That would be a great time to do it.
Tonight feels like the night. Tonight feels like the night.
So for Colgan, they got 4 of their starting 5 on the floor. They got a freshman in Brady Bottega. Maybe if he gets the ball, he's the one you want to foul here. He's sitting at half court. They're going to have Gus Keller to inbound the ball. They get it inbounded to Harrell, and we got a foul called. That was quick. So Tucker Hill will shoot 2 free throws since Colgan's in the bonus, and Harrell's first goes down. Harrell gets both to fall. Now it's back to a 6-point game, so Galena going to need the points. There's another layup. That only took 7 seconds off the clock from the last free throw made. But we got a full timeout on the floor called by Galena. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds with 37 seconds left in this one. Bulldogs trail by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
So we're out of the timeout. Galena back on the floor. Bryson Stroop, Jack Berry, Zane Turner, Chase Cottrell, and Grant Stroop, the 5 on the floor for your Bulldogs as they get set to try and force a turnover here by the Panthers. Galena, a turnover could go a long way here. Trying to get it inbounded to Schrimmer. He's covered. They get it to Voss, and foul's called on. We'll see who's shooting the free throws. I think it's going to be Voss shooting. So Voss, it was close. He was getting rid of the pass and
Caught him last second there.
yeah. And I'm not sure there's a free throw situation, but from what I've seen, Schrimmer shoots them pretty well. And right there, Voss missed the first one, so just hope for another miss and box out here. Expect a miss and a rebound because you can't afford to give up a rebound here to the Panthers. It's the second one to go. 5-point ball game. Will be under 30 seconds to play before the next shot's off. Botkin able to save it. A lot of time going off the clock. Botkin in the lane. He's fouled. And will go shoot 2 free throws. So Galena can keep making these free throws and shots. And Colgan's making 1 or 2. You can sneak back in. But need these 2 free throws here. That's for sure. Watkins first is no good. Watkins second's no good. 0-2 from the line there. And those, you can't have those. Galena draws the foul and will send Jack Schrimmer to the free throw line. That'd make it a chance to be a 3-possession game. Since the first one, it's about to fall. 3-possession game. You just got to chuck something up. Bryson Stroop's 3 is good. The clock's. There'll be no foul. Final score here, 37-33. Panthers win it in a low-scoring one and sweep the Bulldogs 3-0 in the season series. As that'll conclude it here for the doubleheader. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll have a post-game show. All that coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
So welcome into the post-game show here. Wow, what a game we had. Defensive battle was start to finish, close game. I don't think it ever got with farther than 3 possessions. And these teams battled it out tonight. Galena played really good. Colgan played really good, but they ultimately were able to outlast Galena. Their defense was a big part to that and a big part to why Galena stayed in the game. I think the difference was Galena just missed some shots they had open. They had a lot of open layups at the rim, 4 or 5 of those, and you make 2 or 3 of those, you're talking about a different ball game. I mean, Galena was still in the game with 30 seconds left when Voss went 1 of 2, and Galena came down, and once those 2 free throws got missed, and it was a little bit different of a ball game. As Colgan eventually went on to ice at 37-33. Galena trailed at 7-11 into the first quarter. It was a 19-18 game at half, and then a 24-21 game going into the fourth quarter. So it's a really low-scoring game, and I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the points, but that's definitely one of the games Galena's allowed that little points, I should say. This is a really good J. Mary Colgan team. They just moved to 16-2. Galena fell to 8-9, and they slowed them down offensively. Colgan's offense is they got some players that can play, and also a lot of upperclassmen on this team. Galena was right there, and that's the 2 games this week and a lot of games this season. That's how it's went. Into the fourth quarter, they're still in it, and fatigue and also just crunch time. They just can't follow through in some of those games, and they end up dropping this one and got to move on to take on Riverton. It doesn't get any easier from here. You got Riverton. You still got to play Columbus and then Southeast Cherokee, I believe, to close out the regular season. And then from there, it just gets harder. You start off, and it gets harder every game you go on in sub-state. So there's not a better time to start playing their best basketball this season than right now, because now is the time to be hot. Right around end of February, heading into, or middle of February, heading into March, that's when you want to be clicking on all cylinders. And Galena's still in it, and never count them out. They got some ball players on their team, but so does Colgan, and Colgan took 3 wins from them this year, and we'll see how they respond against Riverton. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know. You got anything left to say, Cole?
Yeah, Cooper. I just think Galena played a really good defense that we've seen, but I think they just excelled tonight on defense. Offensively, they just struggled, and I think that was the big thing is, Jack Perry, he takes a lot of contested shots and makes them, and the second half kind of struggled to make the real contested shots. And, you can't fault him for that because, it's hard shots that he's taking, and he kind of had to this game. And I think that just trying to find their footing on offense and their momentum is really just what's going to help them the rest of the season. I think that they're a really good team, and they have a chance to win, the CNC title, but they really just need to start picking it up and finding their footing.
Yeah, you mean it definitely. They got some shooters on the team. I think they're out of the running for the title, but a chance to win sub-state.
No, that's my bad. Yeah,
it's not the CNC because it's a little bit different teams, but there's a lot of CNC teams in there that they've seen, and third time's the charm. Hopefully, for some of those teams they could face again. They won't face this Colgan Panthers team again. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah,
but just got to move on and improve, and it'll be a hard week of practice tomorrow, and then Monday, maybe even this weekend they might practice. We don't know, but got a big game coming up at home against Riverton. Hopefully, they can put on a display for the home crowd as they end their 2-game road trip or next Tuesday. So it'd be nice to get there, and we'll broadcast it live to you guys pregame at 5:45. tune in, watch the pregame, and get ready for the girls tip-off at 6 o'clock to watch them take on the Riverton Rams. And hopefully these Bulldogs get back in the win column and start playing some of their best basketball this season, because Sub-State's right around the corner. So thank you guys for tuning in. And for Cole Grant and myself saying so long, thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and everybody have a great night.